serenity of finding the answer, the power to create laughter. What you give is all your life is. What you take is just your profit. Knowing it won't make sense to the common man. Live by these principles and at God's command. The final answer is the answer to create laughter in our heart. To find what you're after, get rid of the master who stripped you of all you know. The final chapter is the answer to create laughter in our heart. To find what you're after, get rid of the master who stripped you of all you know. Gliding on an early beam of morning, you cry out to give the warning. In panic, they brace their heads tightly. Now they lock up nightly. It's really a paradise that we all live on. But it was fucked up when we wrote them on Genesis dawn. See and perceive, learn and they dream. The foolish one told it wrong. You won't be remembered, but you surrender and make it better.
Okay, here's an interesting question. Sam, have you had any weird or interesting dreams lately? Yeah, well, actually, it's funny you ask, because, like, a week ago I had a string of, like, 3 weird dreams. It started off with, this dream about my dad. He won tickets to a Primus concert or at some lottery or something, and he had 1 extra, so I got to go. And it was this like crazy amazing concert. They had Dean Ween sitting in. They do this crazy 3-set show where they do like American Life, Sergeant Baker, Welcome to This World, 11, and Nature Boy. That's really the only ones I remember. And Les had that early 80s like Chris Owen looking blonde primate hair and stuff, and the vest and everything. And after the set, he calls up Ariel Pink for an encore, and the crowd starts cheering like, yeah, woo, Ariel, and then he comes up on stage and everyone's like bursting out laughing. And they do like 3 minutes of this high pitched, not necessarily sped up, but like high pitched version of Getting High in the Morning. Like if someone raised the pitch like by, I don't know, 6% and put it in 432. And then after that they jammed with Ballad of Bobby Pin. And then for like 20 minutes in, Trey Anastasio comes up on stage. He's a member of Les Claypool's band Oysterhead, and they start playing this Oysterhead song called Wildwood Weed, and then they go back into Ballad of Bobby Pin for like 10 more minutes. And it's so weird, Dream Me didn't even notice Ariel Pink till like halfway through the encore, and then Dream Me is like, holy crap, that's Ariel Pink up there. They're like halfway through Ballad of Bobby Pin, I'm just like, oh my god, that's Ariel Pink. It just out of nowhere. And after the encore, it's weird, like in the dream, like in the dream, I saw Ariel Pink, I was aware he was there, but then like, it doesn't occur to Dream Me that he's there. It was weird. I don't know how to explain it, I probably sound like retarded or something, but that's the best I could explain it. And then, they finished and everyone's cheering, and the crowd starts, chanting the chorus to Stevie Pink's JavaScript, you know, my name is Pink, and no one else, man. I can't really do that voice when I have a cold, but you get the idea. And Ariel says, in Les Claypool's voice, but it's his mouth moving, he says, sorry folks, but that's all for tonight, in this like weird Les Claypool voice he was trying to do like Bugs Bunny. And it was so vivid, it was crazy. Like just these 3 dreams I had over the week was so vivid, and like, was there a ticket stub? There was actually. It was like a drawing of Conan Moxon, a very crude drawing of him holding up a bass with like the horns shaved off like he has on his guitar, and because it had 4 strings, that's how I know. I don't know how I remember all this. I'm sorry, I don't. And he had a speech bubble drawn, and it was saying, "Hey chocolate, love to enjoy yourself." And then I got a poster at the show, and then backstage I got Ariel to sign out the lyrics, to sign out the set list and his name. And like after I got him to sign it, he like sort of dissolved into nothing, and he like, when Les called him up, he like fizzled onto the stage. He didn't like come onto the stage, like fizzled onto the stage, and then after he signed my poster, he dissolved out. And it actually didn't sound like the studio versions. They did this Grateful Dead sort of spacey jamming with like, you know, sort of like Fish Grateful Dead jamming, the you know, very atonal, bluesy bluegrass jamming. And after a bit of rejoicing and going home, I'm like halfway home in the car, and then I wake up and just feel sorry for myself for 10 minutes. I don't know, I mean, this is getting kind of long. Do you want me to tell you about the other dreams? Yeah, totally, yeah, alright. The second one, I only remember like a short bit of it, but I was like time traveling or teleporting and having wacky adventures or something. And then finally I teleport into like a 5th grade classroom or something, and then I'm in there, and there's this textbook with like a bunch of drawings of little gray ants on it. And like, I know that sounds weird, then suddenly they come alive, and I start like whacking the textbook on the table, and like the ants start dying. Not like they go flying, but like they start dying as if I was whacking them with another textbook. And then I just sort of remember like they start like multiplying, and the ants just consume me, and they're these weird. I'm not afraid of ants even. Like, I'm not even afraid of ants. I don't know what the hell that was. That's really all I can remember. And then the last one in that string of dreams was I was at like an Ariel Pink concert, and he was selling like marijuana plants backstage, like potted marijuana plants. But the one I bought, it was like a basil plant. And you know, once again, in the dream, I could see this, I could tell that it was, in fact, not cannabis and basil. But then, I'm like, smoking it in the dream. And halfway through the dream, it occurs to dream me that, like, holy crap, I'm smoking basil. But I'm like, it, like, melts out of my hand as soon as I realize that. What the hell? If anyone in the chat, or I'm probably gonna upload this to YouTube, if anyone in the YouTube comments or in the chat right now could explain these dreams to me. There's the Crazy Primus concert with Dean Ween, Ariel Pink, and Trey Anastasio. There's the ants, and then there's the THC basil. It's so weird. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't cannabis, this is basil. And then it like melts out of my hand, this like oozing pile, and instead of like falling through my hand like it would physically, it curves and starts like flowing down my fingertips, even though my hand was like held out. It sort of like starts melting, then stops and curves back up and starts like going through my fingertips. It was so weird. I don't know. What were you on? I don't think so. I mean, who knows? Maybe that was an actual concert and I just got secondhand LSD or something, and that's why it all seems like a crazy dream. That would explain the crazy dreams, the other two as well. I don't know. Can anyone explain these? Is that just the weird dreams there's no explanation for? I don't know. Very good question though. Now you've got me laughing at the start of the stream. That's not something that happens very often.